Dawn is Dawn Galante. She's the owner, and she's married to Jack Galante, who owns Galante Vineyards, and he's been in the business since early 80s. You know, they have a beautiful ranch and winery, and when Dawn met him, she was from a financial background, business background, very business savvy. So she was helping kind of as a CFO for the company. She ran the behind the scenes, really got things up to speed, more of a corporate style instead of just a cowboy style for Jack. And then she said, you know, I'm learning a lot about wine. Jack kind of brought her up to speed in the wine world, and she became just a little wine pro and said, I love what we're doing. I love your wine, but I want to create my own wine. And she thought about what that would be. And it was more elegant than his style. His is very Bordeaux influenced, very intense, big red. And she loves more of the elegant shards. Well, she couldn't have picked a better spot to do that. So she said, okay, if I go out and I start my own brand, what do I want that to be? They have 5 children, so she's always been very passionate about helping children, and especially women and children. So the dream, when she named it Dawn's Dream, of course it's everyone's dream to have a winery. I hope someday I have Megan's dream winery. But the dream part of the winery name is really about giving back. The dream is to have a bigger purpose, and the business model was created that allows her to give back product, money, and time to nonprofits and charities, both locally and globally. So the dream of Dawn's Dream is to give back. And she took what she learned from Jack in the wine world and put her passion and her love of her style of wine into it. And that's where she created her company to make Chardonnay, Rosé, Pinot, Syrah, and Sangiovese. I don't want to guess incorrectly on this, but we're going to go for 15 to 16 years ago, Jack had an ad for Galante. So Dawn's Dream did not exist at this point. They created an ad, and it was Dawn. It was actually Dawn in the bathtub, and they had on cowboy hats, and there was a horse behind them, and she was sitting in what is actually a horse trough, but old bathtub that they converted into a horse trough. And the caption said, well, honey, will you draw me a bath? And the response was, yes, red or white. So there's actually an old marketing ad. It's hanging in the Galante tasting room. And this is actually Dawn in the tub. So it's kind of a connection of the two. Totally separate entities, totally separate businesses, licenses, marketing, everything. But there's little hints that, tie the two in together, of course. Now we can be inside, and there's an actual wine tub. So it's a full-size copper tub that you can sit in and take photos and post and hashtag wine tub.